subscribe and click the bell icon to turn on notifications.
So before we dive into Windows 11, I thought it might be quite nice to start out by going through some of the new features in Windows 11. So these are things that are going to be different if you are currently a Windows 10 user. And I will say that a lot of the newer features in Windows 11 are very much related to the overall look and feel of the operating system. You'll see as we start to go through them, in general, it has an overall smoother, modern, more slick look about it. And so far, I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. So let's take a quick whiz around. Now, the first thing that's most obvious is if we pull up the taskbar, notice that we have a centered taskbar. It does look a little bit different to Windows 10. We now have our Start button and all of our application shortcuts in the middle of that taskbar. Now, if we click on the Start button, again, the Start screen looks very different to what we're used to. It's cleaner, and once again, it's in the center of the screen. Now, we still have in here many of the things that we're used to. We have our pinned applications. We have some recommended documents, things that we've accessed recently. And we also have access to our power options, so sleep, shut down and restart from here, as well as our account options. So this is where you can come to sign out of your account, change your account settings, or lock your screen. Now, if we take a quick look at the pinned applications, note that this isn't the full list of applications. If we want to see those, we just need to click the All Apps button up here, and then we have all of our applications on our computer organized alphabetically. And of course, if we're looking for something specific, we can simply type it into the search bar up here to find it. Now, as we're already in here, this might be a good opportunity for us to jump into settings because there are a few differences in here as well. So I'm going to type settings. There it is underneath best match. Let's click to open. So again, this interface does look different to Windows 10. We have all of our categories on the left-hand side, and then we have a selection of subcategories. So for example, if I click on personalization, I can then choose if I want to personalize the background, the colors, the themes, so on and so forth. And when we jump into one of those, in this case background, we then have all of the options that we can set. So personally, I much prefer this layout. I really feel like Microsoft is making it a lot easier for you to interact with the settings that you use most frequently. Remember, if you want to go back, we have a back arrow in the top left-hand corner that is going to take us back a level and back a level again. Now, aside from those settings, we also do have a quick settings panel. And you'll find this on the taskbar. Over on the right-hand side where I have English UK, my Wi-Fi signal and the time, if I click on this area, this is where I can find my quick settings. So this is just going to enable me to quickly access settings I use most frequently. So things like my Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, night light, focus assist, and I can also adjust the brightness and the volume from here. So aside from that, what else is new? Well, let's go back to our taskbar because you'll notice that you have this little icon just here. And this is the new inbuilt chat. And this is effectively a shortcut to start video calls and chat conversations with family and friends powered by Microsoft Teams. So they've really integrated Teams into the overall build of Windows 11. And then just next to that chat icon on the taskbar, we have Widgets. And Widgets is going to allow us to have quick access to important information that's of interest to us. And of course, as you can imagine, this entire Widgets panel is customizable. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, the biggest changes in Windows 11 have occurred to the look and feel of the interface. And those are most obvious when you start opening your applications. For example, if we jump into File Explorer, this does look very different to Windows 10. And I will say that most of the changes that you're seeing here are mainly cosmetic, but there are some functionality changes as well. Firstly, the icons for the different folders have been modernized. And I really like this because previously all of the folder icons were the same color. And what Microsoft have done here is they've changed the color, made them a little bit more obvious that they're distinct from one another. Also notice, again, a very small cosmetic change, which I quite like. The corners of all your windows are now rounded. Now for something like this, File Explorer, take a look at our menu running across the top. We now have a simplified toolbar as opposed to a ribbon. And this is where you're going to find things like cut, copy, paste, and also rename. So this is now a little bit different. If I right-click on a file within a folder, you can see that I have far fewer options in that right-click menu. Basically, Microsoft has left this right-click menu to only include commonly used options. So if you're used to right-clicking and selecting something like rename from the right-click menu, you'll notice that it's now no longer there because we now have it on the simplified toolbar at the top. And I will say I am very much a right-clicker. This has taken me a few days to get used to. Now, when you're in that right-click menu, if you really would like to see the old-style Windows 10 menu, if you click on Show More Options, that's going to take you back to that menu, and things like cut, copy, rename, paste are all in this menu. So now let's open some other applications. So I've opened up a few different apps, and what you'll notice is that some of them have a dark theme and some of them have a light theme. So this is another difference between Windows 10 and Windows 11. We now have application-specific light and dark modes. Now another cool thing, if you hover over the Maximize Window button on any of these windows, notice we now get a choice of different layouts. And this is super useful and a feature that I use all the time. So if I want to split my screen into 4, I can do that. So let's click. And now I can choose which applications I want in which windows. Maybe I just want 2 applications. So I can select and let's say I want my to-do list and also my snipping tool. So a few more options there when it comes to snapping. Now, the final thing I want to point out here, which isn't brand new for Windows 11, but it's worth mentioning because a lot of people always forget that it's there. If we go down to the taskbar, we also have a desktop button just here. So if you have lots of applications open on your desktop and you want to split them across effectively 2 different desktops, you can add another desktop here, which gives you a little bit more room, a little bit more real estate when you're working in applications. So that is it, a quick whiz around some of the new features in Windows 11. We are, of course, going to go into everything in a lot more detail throughout this course, but those are the main changes that you're going to come across.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To see the full course that this video came from, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Simon Says It.